So this quick attack that I'm doing now is something I personally developed, and what this does, it's like a rattlesnake biting. You know, they're gonna ask them, why do you shave it? So that's the whole concept we want. You don't want people to say, oh, he did something to his head. So that's one of the most important things that I do to try to keep it natural. Is just the art of SMP.
안녕하세요. 남대문에서 열심히 두피문신을 수련하고 있는 서업 원장입니다. 이번에 이어서 뉴욕 맨하탄에 있는 지로우 쌤의 스튜디오에 방문해서 시술하는 모습도 볼 거고요. 사용하고 있는 바늘, 잉크, 그리고 테크닉에 대해서 좋은 정보를 주시니까요. 한번 잘 들어보셨으면 좋겠고요. 제가 번역을 최대한 이해하기 쉽게 신경 써서 했습니다. 끝까지 시청해주세요.
Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
What I'm doing, since he's got like a really, the tan, the skin's a little bit more, it's got more of a darker complexion. I just want to retrace the line just so I know where my perimeter is. So I'm playing it safe in here. So I know exactly where to go. Every time you go out in the sun, use like a SPF 40 or 50.
Okay.
It's definitely going to help protect against the rays, like long term.
Okay.
It's not something you would see immediately. It would take, you know, it could take some years before you even notice anything.
Okay.
Personally, I like to use the needles, the 0.4s. And they're technically a 3-point micron.
굉장히 작은 바늘 3개를 붙여놔서 작은 바늘 하나로 보이는데 현미경으로 보면 바늘 3개가 붙어있는 바늘이에요.
Needle. So I don't like using one-liner needles. Like the reason why I like the 3-point micro needle is because it's like a bed of nails. If you have a single nail and your body goes on top of that nail, it's going to go right through easy, like butter.
Yeah.
When you got a 3-point micro needle and you're going through the scalp, there is a little bit of a resistance, so the nail's not going directly all the way through. Right. So you can hit that dermis layer, you know what I mean? Because if you have a one-liner,
it almost slows it down.
It down.
It goes deep.
Exactly.
Okay.
When you got a 3-point micro needle going through the skin, it's actually, in between the 3 points, there's a little spacings, micro space.
Right.
So that's what's actually pushing the ink into the scalp is the middle of the 3-point micro needle. So it actually deposits the ink. That's why, you know, when I do the quick attack, you're putting tiny little dots in there because and you're able to go fast. With the one-liner, you can't get that accuracy and go quick with it.
And the ink, Jonathan, what type of ink is this?
So this is our personal brand of ink. It's called Inku, and it's this organic carbon ink. Contains no lead, no mercury.
Safe MRI라고 하시는데 예전에 두피 문신을 받으셨던 분들은 타투 잉크로 머리에 받으셨는데 그 타투 잉크에는 금속 성분들이 많이 들어가 있거든요. MRI 찍을 때 전자기장을 사용해서 받는 거기 때문에 우리가 전자레인지에다가 호일 같은 걸 넣고 돌리면 불이 날 수 있잖아요. 똑같이 금속 성분들이 있는 상태에서 MRI를 받게 되면 화상을 입을 수 있다고 해요.
If MRI, back in the beginning with SMP, people were using real tattoo inks, which had, you know, the lead and the mercury in there, which would change colors sometimes, like green or blue tones to it. So there's a lot of advancements throughout the years, and this has definitely got over a 10-year track record. So it always stays true to color and never changes color.
Are those with magnifiers, Jonathan?
Yeah, these are slight magnifications on them. Yeah, I usually use these, especially like when I start doing the hairline.
Yeah.
So this is just a little bit of like a green soap. Just put a little bit on there just to kind of clean the scalp off.
Do any of your clients need numbing?
I'd say 99% of our clients just kind of power through the treatment.
Yeah.
There's no numbing needed or there's no medications. And even women, the women clients that come in, like they just go through it. I've had clients even sleep and say it felt like a massage.
Okay.
So everybody's different. Every case is different.
Yeah.
I want to replicate the hairs that he's got on the sides here. Even though he shaves against the grain, we got to keep the treatment really kind of tight density up here, and you don't want the ink to be too close together. As you can see, this is his third session, and we're just keeping it really subtle and real natural. We're not trying to draw attention to the whole head. So like anybody that sees him, once this is settled and healed,
Yeah.
You just want people to think, oh, he has a nice full head of hair. You know, they're going to ask him, why do you shave it? So that's the whole concept we want. You don't want people to say, oh, he did something to his head. So that's one of the most important things that I do to try to keep it natural, is the art of SMP.
Yeah.
Throughout the years, I personally developed the method of breaking it up into 3 or 4 sessions and then using multiple different shades and colors.
So it's like more blended.
Yeah,
in a way.
Exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives you that 3-dimensional contrast.
Yeah.
I like comparing it to, like, you know, in the space, the stars in the sky. Some of them, the reason why the stars look 3-dimensional is because some stars are light, some are dark, some are medium.
Yeah.
So it gives you that 3D contrast. It's the same concept with this. So this quick attack that I'm doing now is something I personally developed. And what this does, it's like a rattlesnake biting.
이분이 지금 하고 계신 거 보면 굉장히 빠르게 들어갔다 빠르게 나오잖아요. 이 기술이 정말 중요한 거거든요. 그렇게 해야 통증도 적고 점도 예쁘게 나오더라고요.
Somebody. The quicker the attack, the smaller amount of venom. So you want small amounts of ink into the scalp. You don't want to put like big dots.
Instead of spending too much time in one location.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Brad, how does this feel for you? I mean, what do you experience?
I can go to sleep right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it just feels like not much of anything going on.
So there is a pattern that I'm using here, and with this pattern, you're able to do any part of the scalp. I could do the pattern over here and still connect it and still have that nice transition.
Right.
You want that. So technically, what you want is a seamlessness to the treatment. You want the areas where he's still bald and where he has hair to kind of coincide together and gradually just blend in, so you don't see a seam.
Right.
That's the main thing, is having a seamlessness transition.
With the sessions, the way you do it, with the first session, you still cover the whole treatment area, and then you come back in with maybe like a darker tone, it seems, as opposed to just like working on one small part, one session, and then another part, or do you sometimes do that too?
For sessions,
Yeah.
I go through the whole scalp on the first session.
Got it, yeah.
Second session, we do the whole scalp again.
Right,
So
right.
for
You don't
class-
break it down as like a specific region, like just
No.
frontal scalp and then
Nope.
crown or whatever. Yeah, okay.
We do it all in one shot, so you know the client's happy. He can go back to his regular life the next day, and
Yeah.
And there is a lot of clients that actually love the first session look, where it kind of has like a nice subtlety to it. So that's what's nice about doing it in sessions, is you're able to see the progress gradually increase. So even on this treatment, his 2 sessions, there's some clients that would actually love it just to keep it like that. But since he wants a darker look, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a personal preference. So that's why we always say 3 sessions for most clients. Need 3 sessions.
Where it all started.
That's where it started right there. Yeah. But you could actually see my hair loss in them days too.
Sure,
See the
sure.
Temple recession
See
coming
that.
up. Yeah.
Everyone's gonna really just benefit from all this information. But yeah, thanks for sharing your story and
Appreciate
all
you.
that you do. It's really incredible just to see your artistry and your expertise. It's been really cool. How should people get in touch with you?
So if anybody out there is interested, you know, visit our social handles, Giro Hair Inc. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. But we're doing training here in Manhattan too, and Houston, and we got a location coming out in Dominican Republic. So we cover all angles of the earth. So anybody's looking for a cure, this is a non-invasive solution, SMP.
연습하고 있는 바늘을 가지고 현미경으로 좀 찍어봤거든요. 이게 3P 바늘이에요. 보시면 여기 바늘 사이에 검은 게 보이시잖아요. 잉크가 굳어있어요. 이게 저희도 카본 베이스 잉크를 쓰기 때문에, 카본 베이스라고 하면 저희 예전에 시골에 종이에서 부를 때잖아요. 그을음이 검맣게 끼잖아요. 그런 게 이제 카본이라고 보시면 돼요. 3P 바늘이 바늘 사이에 있는 작은 공간에 잉크를 전달을 하는 거거든요. 진피층까지. 근데 1P 바늘은 진피층까지 전달하기가 굉장히 어려워요. 일단은 진피층까지 들어가더라도 피하지방까지 쉽게 진입할 수 있기 때문에 너무 깊게 찔러서 피가 나는 경우가 많아요. 1P로 작업을 하시면. 그래서 감염의 위험도 있고요. 저희는 모든 시술을 3P로 하고 있고요. 산피도 사이즈가 여러 가지가 있어요. 제일 작은 것은 지름이 0.18mm부터 큰 것은 0.4mm까지도 있거든요. 아까 지로우쌤이 말씀한 것처럼 자연스러운 두피 문신이 최고라고 저도 생각을 하거든요. 저희도 니드를 여러 가지를 쓰면서 처음에 모양을 입체적으로 표현하려고 하고 있고요. 잉크도 유기 카본 잉크를 사용하면서 부위별로 다르게 사용을 하고 있고요. 자연스럽게 그라데이션 효과를 줘서 훨씬 더 자연스러운 표현을 하려고 노력을 하고 있습니다. 이상으로 시청해주셔서 너무 감사하고요. 구독과 좋아요 부탁드리고 다음에 더 좋은 영상 가지고 찾아뵙겠습니다. 다음 주에 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다.